A small request before starting the video. If you love the channel's topic, then subscribe to the channel now and press the bell icon next to it. Because one of your subscriptions encourages me to make better videos. He was sacked from Men's Health for disparaging Girl Scouts. Expelled from Stuff magazine for recruiting dwarves to crash a corporate gathering. His contract at Maxim UK lapsed without extension due to a decrease in circulation under his leadership. As of 2006, Goodfeld has been fired from all major publications he had led. The media labeled him unemployed. Fox News offered to present a show at 3 a.m., a time slot so dead executives joked that only speed dealers and nursing moms would watch. Nobody predicted his 3-month stay. Today, that same reject has more viewers than Colbert, Fallon, and Kimmel combined. Although never appearing on late-night television, he became the unquestioned king of late night. The journey from recurrent failure to television domination was not luck. It entailed multiple firings, meeting a Russian model in Portugal, gaining a cult following among insomniacs, and redefining American talk show regulations. Understanding how a man who couldn't hold a job for over 2 years became the most watched personality in his time slot requires revisiting the pattern of devastation. Gregory John Gutfeld into the world on September 12, 1964, in San Mateo, California. Jackie, his mother, raised the children in a Catholic home. Gregory attended Junipero's Sarah High. The all-boys Catholic school produced NFL quarterback Tom Brady and baseball legend Barry Bonds. He attended the University of California, Berkeley in the mid-1980s. In surprising ways, this choice would shape a future conservative media star. Berkeley's liberal climate did not change him. It repelled him. He later stated that he became conservative by being with liberals and libertarian by being around conservatives. He noted that both groups' negative aspects shared a common trait, moralizing and dictating behavior. He refused to participate in either tribe's purity exams. After earning an English degree in 1987, Goodfeld interned at the American Spectator, assisting the magazine's challenging editor, R.E.M.T.T. Tyrell. The event taught him how conservative media operates internally. However, magazines paid little, leading Goodfeld to focus on men's lifestyle periodicals. Working as a staff writer at Prevention magazine, a health-focused journal, led to excessive drinking and drug usage, as stated by co-workers. His party lifestyle persisted for years. After a while, he joined Men's Health, the leading magazine for fitness and abs in the 1990s. In 1999, Goodfeld became editor-in-chief. At the age of 35, he ran a highly popular American men's magazine. He was dismissed. The official explanations changed based on the storyteller. Goodfeld mocked Girl Scouts, cat lovers, and his boss in his writing. The magazine's parent corporation deemed him more hassle than worth. One media outlet rated his career trajectory as impressive and dismal. He repeatedly climbed the ladder, then fell back down. However, Goodfeld failed to learn from his mistakes. Doubled down on turmoil. Next, he visited Stuff magazine, which covered gadgets, women, and other topics deemed important for young guys. Goodfeld grew readership from 750,000 to 1.2 million, transforming it from a mediocre title to a circulation phenomenon. He fully perverted it, exceeding boundaries that advertisers permitted due to rising numbers. The episode that defined his magazine career followed. The American Society of Magazine Editors hosted a meeting in April 2003 titled, "What Gives a Magazine Buzz?" Goodfeld responded literally to the question. 3 short-statured actors were hired through a casting agency and instructed to be disruptive during the conference. They munched on potato chips loudly. They let their phones ring repeatedly. They had noisy chats while industry executives spoke. Security ejected them. New York Times covered the story. Goodfeld was fired fast. The majority of careers would have terminated there. His seemed to. No major American publication would affect him now. He gained fame for the wrong reasons. Getting fired from America wasn't enough for Greg Gutfeld. He chose to be deported to another continent. London in 2004 provided Gutfeld with a new beginning. The UK edition of Maxim needed an editor-in-chief, but the dwarf event was unknown to them. Perhaps they had and didn't care. Even so, Gutfeld packed his things and crossed the Atlantic. His first week at work was attending a company conference in Portugal. Maxim expanded to over 30 countries, and the publisher led global strategy discussions with editors. Gutfeld checked into his hotel room and settled comfortable. Next, he saw the woman in the opposite room. Elena Musa, a tall individual with dark hair, was a picture editor for Maxim Russia. She began her career as a runway model before moving to magazine work. During the Portugal conference, she immediately caught Gutfeld's interest. He later described the experience as instant recognition. Looking at her, he thought, "That's my wife." It was obvious to him. The issue was Elena no longer wanted to interact with him. Gutfeld pursued her for 3 days, admitting it was foolish insistence. She was icy, condescending, and uninterested in the small American editor who kept showing everywhere. He finally went on a date with her. "Yes," she replied. A change occurred between them. Elena moved from Russia to London to be with him within weeks. This relationship accelerated at a rate that may have appeared irresponsible to other observers. After only 5 months together, they married in a tiny civil ceremony in New York. Wedding images were limited. Both favored seclusion over fame. In his 2008 book, Gutfeld credited Elena with encouraging him to see London instead of staying home and watching reality TV. He found steadiness in her, unlike in magazine offices or bars. However, his career would not be saved by steadiness. Gutfeld's time at Maxim UK had dismal results. A drop in circulation occurred under his tenure. When his contract expired in 2006, the corporation declined to renew. At 41, he was unemployed again, freshly married, and had no clear future prospects. Together, they moved to New York City. Elena built a career as a fashion stylist, working with publications such as Venice Magazine, L'Oréal, and Design Scene. She graduated from Parsons School of Design in 2017. However, in 2006, both Gutfelds began over. Greg chose an unusual job that seemed like career suicide. He started blogging for the Huffington Post. The Huffington Post exemplified Gutfeld's contempt of leftist media. While creator Arianna Huffington encouraged conservative viewpoints, Gutfeld saw a chance to incite internal conflict. His post became famous for provoking furious ridicule among fellow bloggers. He mocked Arianna. He attacked other contributors. He turned every comment section into a battleground. One comment section caught the eye of fellow blogger Andy Levy. After exchanging jabs, they found they shared a similar sensibility. Dark, sardonic, and open to offending for a good laugh. The online sparring would eventually become more relevant. Fox News was monitoring Gutfeld's online annoyance of leftists. The phone call occurred in late 2006. Fox News planned to create a late-night show. Was Gutfeld interested? His reaction was prompt and truthful. The man was broke. He would do anything. Fox flew him to New York for meetings. A strange pitch. The network aimed to occupy a rarely watched time slot. The show was originally scheduled for 2 a.m., when most Americans were asleep. Gutfeld quipped that the target clientele included speed dealers, nursing mothers, and convicts. They received numerous letters from prisoners. The show premiered on February 5, 2007, as Red Eye. Gutfeld anticipated weeks of meticulous rehearsals and preparation. Instead, management informed him of a 3-day start. The squad practiced in the green room. Drinking was prevalent among all participants, including cameramen. The mood felt more like a house party than a TV show. Red Eye debuted around 2 a.m. Fox execs found the early episodes too provocative for the time slot. They proposed moving it to 3 a.m. to reduce visibility and complaints. Goodfeld was demoted in his own show before it was popular. However, something unexpected occurred during those late hours. Red Eye gained cult status. The program broke all cable news conventions. Goodfeld introduced panelists with extravagant praise. Talk topics included politics, pop culture, and stupidity. Nothing was sacred. None were sacred. Fox News was frequently mocked. The humor was dark, weird, and unique on television. Andy Levy, Gutfeld's Huffington Post sparring buddy, became the show's ombudsman. Bill Schultz, a former Gutfeld Stuff magazine colleague, became the chosen sidekick. The three had unusual chemistry. Deadpan snark machine Levy. Schultz played the sweet loser. Gutfeld ruled the tumult like a naughty ringmaster. Jackie Gutfeld, Gutfeld's mother, frequently appeared on Red Eye. The senior correspondent designation was given to her, with the joke being that she was ancient. Her role was to monitor Fox News and report on events each day. She frequently criticized short skirts worn by women on film. According to Goodfeld, other viewers liked the skirts. A true interaction between mother and son was captured on tape. When he was younger, Goodfeld felt awkward introducing people to his parents. As an adult, he observed that his buddies chose to spend time with Jackie over him. Audiences responded to her no-nonsense sincerity. She supported her son's endeavors, even when they seemed doomed to fail. Red Eye should not have worked. A broadcast at 3 a.m. with no budget, intoxicated cameramen, and odd topics seemed unlikely to draw viewers. However, ratings rose. Despite running at night, the show outperformed prime-time cable news programs. In July 2011, Fox offered Goodfeld a new daytime show, The 5 Needed Hosts. The show had 5 commentators discussing news and politics every weekday at 5:00 p.m. One of those 5 is Feld. The 5 became a phenomenon. The show became the first non-prime show to top both overall viewers and the crucial demographic of adults 25 to 54. Goodfeld unexpectedly appeared in front of millions, not thousands. He continued hosting Red Eye 2 for over 4 years, simultaneously conducting both shows. The grind has to end. In February 2015, Goodfeld left Red Eye to pursue a new project. The 3 a.m. program was effective. Greg Goodfeld demonstrated the ability to hold an audience even while no one was looking. Fox wanted to test his abilities in a genuine time slot. On May 31, 2015, the Greg Goodfeld Show began as a weekly Saturday night broadcast at 10:00 p.m. The format combined political satire and variety show features. Goodfeld presented monologues. He conducted interviews with newsmakers. Regular panelists featured comic Cat Tim, a libertarian with wit, and professional wrestler Tyrus, who provided serious comments despite his frightening stature. For 6 years, the show aired on weekends while Goodfeld continued his daily appearances on the 5. He consistently built a dedicated fanbase that followed him from show to show. The late-night hosts on broadcast networks hardly recognized his presence. They did not view a Fox News Saturday show as competition. Then 2021. Fox News announced a rebranding of Greg Gutfeld to simply Gutfeld and a move to weeknights. At 11 p.m. Eastern, the new program would compete with Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, and Jimmy Kimmel. Industry observers predicted failure. How can a cable news show compete with network programming? How can a conservative comedian win audiences who have been loyal to Jon Stewart for decades? I received the answer fast. By August 2021, Gutfeld outperformed The Late Show with Stephen Colbert in ratings. The show garnered over 2 million people nightly, surpassing competitors on broadcast and cable. The individual who began at 3 a.m. currently leads at 11 p.m. The reject ended up as king. the numbers merely showed improvement. Through 2021, Goodfeld and The Five averaged over 5 million views when combined. In October 2022, Goodfeld had its highest-rated episode ever, attracting 2.5 million viewers in one night. No late-night program could match such statistics. In June 2023, Fox relocated Goodfeld to 10 p.m. Eastern. The move resulted in the show losing its late-night competition status. Critics criticized the comparison of a 10 p.m. broadcast to 11:30 p.m. programs as cheating. Goodfeld didn't prioritize semantics. His dedication to the audience led to its growth. The show's success reflected broader trends in American media consumption. Late-night shows became more political, with hosts targeting conservative viewers as the adversary. Alternative from Goodfeld. His comedy targeted both parties on merit, with Democrats facing the most criticism. More significantly, his show felt more genuine than polished broadcasts. The Weekly Standard once deemed him the most dangerous man on TV. Goodfeld's work was more subversive than other media figures, causing a stir at American universities, mainstream newsrooms, movie studios, and non-profit boards. Instead of following trends, he found his audience by being himself, a troublemaker who was dismissed from every job until he found one that valued turmoil. The last chapters of Goodfeld's life unfolded unexpectedly, even for him. In December 2024, he made news that stunned long-standing viewers. At 60, Greg Goodfeld became a father for the first time. He and Elena had a daughter, Mira. The reveal occurred on The Five, where Goodfeld joked about his daughter's excellent lungs and intends to teach her 3 languages. After 20 years of marriage, no children were born. As most men his age contemplated having grandchildren, Goodfeld became a first-time parent. The man who rarely spoke about his wife on camera had a fresh perspective on his life. His baby announcement corresponded with his sustained professional domination. Goodfeld remained the most watched program in its competitive group by 2025. Nearest competitors on broadcast managed to get 2 million viewers, but he frequently surpassed 3 million. The late-night environment was altered by someone.